Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. Vicious Virgo, Mike, Richard. Welcome, guys. We are going to wrap some things up here in the Desolace today. Hope everybody is having a wonderful Thursday. Jason, good morning. We'll start by going down here and getting Khan Jen's head. And then we'll kill the undead. There's a copper vein in Desolace. That's a little bit weird. I never would have thought to find a copper vein in Desolace. I feel like that was a mistake. Like tin, gold, silver, iron, but not copper. It's a little bit strange. Marson, good morning. Happy Thursday to you as well. What is this quest that we have here? Bodyguard for hire. Okay, this guy patrols around. Yeah, he's not going to be here. We got my wish? Wait, was it my wish for snow? Did I wish for snow? I might have made a statement that I'd rather have snow than rain, but I don't even know if I did that. I don't think you can pin the snow on me. 7 to 8 inches. Are you sure that's right? 7 to 8 inches for tomorrow. The problem is, like, I look at the weather on my phone and, like, I don't really trust the weather forecast on my phone. It seems like it's like third-hand information at best. And then it changes every hour. Like, every hour I look at the weather. It's like that's the only thing I use my phone for. Because I don't have any friends. And I don't play any mobile games. So, like, literally the only thing I do on my phone is, like, I'll look at the weather. But it changes every hour. It's never accurate. And I don't even know why I look at it. Yeah, just wait an hour and it'll change. Like, the forecast is always changing. There's no point to look at it. And I don't watch, like, local news or anything, so I never see, like, the local weather forecast, which may or may not be more accurate than the Apple weather app. It probably has to be a little bit more accurate, but probably not very much. I didn't know we were getting snow today. Like, I looked at my weather last night. It didn't really seem to indicate a lot of snow. I woke up. I struggled into my kitchen. I opened the blinds. I looked outside, and there was snow covering everything. I was shocked. Jason, that sounds rough, man. It's good when it completely incapacitates you, because then there's not, like... You shut things down. Like, in places like Michigan, you're just expected to keep doing every single thing that you would normally do that day. Like, the roads are dangerous, people are stupid and can't drive, but you're expected to continue living your life. You're expected to get your kid to school on time, you're expected to get to work on time, you're expected to go to the store, you're expected to do your chores. Like, it's better when you live in a place that isn't used to snow, because when you get a significant amount of it, like, shit shuts down. But in places like Michigan, they're just like, no, like, just keep doing your thing. You can handle it, right? And, like, some people can handle the snow, and some people can't. So, yeah. It's just another day. Yeah, like, it isn't, but we try to treat it that way. We definitely try to treat snow like it's, like, every day. But nobody, like, the percentage of people that can safely drive in snow is very small. Because people are still in a rush. They're in more of a rush. Because now there's snow and now they're late and everyone else is going slow. But they don't realize they can't drive. So they end up on the side of the road, like in a ditch. Usually those people run into other people who can drive just fine. That's usually what happens. That's karma for you. When we lived in Kansas City and they got like significant snow or ice, like things kind of shut down because there's a lot of hills. And you can drive a car in snow when the land is flat, but when there's lots of hills and there's ice, you can't drive a car. And so sometimes things would just shut down. Like they would shut down businesses in the downtown area. Here's the guy right here. Level 40 today, Alex? I hope so. I kind of want to have that be a goal, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's possible. My kid has early release from school today, so I started an hour early, but I also have to end an hour early. I don't know if 3 hours is long enough to get to level 40. It could be. We have a full bar arrested XP. So if I play like semi-efficiently, well, like obviously I always play efficiently, then maybe we hit 40 today. The sad part is like if I hit 40 today, there's really no way that I'm going to be able to afford a mount today. Like, yeah, no, it's not going to happen today. Like we might hit 40, but we won't have a mount. Which will be a little bit sad, but it won't be the first time it's happened to me. Alex, you sent me gold. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. That's awesome. That's going to make my life a lot easier. Now I'm excited to get to 40, because now 40 means I might be able to ride a mount. Whereas before, like, 40 was just going to be another level that I had to get through. Thank you, man. I feel like I'm one of the few people actively playing hardcore, so, like, it's definitely going to be put to good use. Yeah, hey Ryan, I hear you, man. I got a Ford EcoSport with front-wheel drive. I have the tiniest car with the smallest tires. Like, but the thing is, like, I've always kind of driven cars of that size, so I'm very familiar with like how they handle. If I drove a car with like four-wheel drive in like a bigger car, I kind of worry that I would overestimate my car's abilities, and then I would become part of the problem. Although, yeah, it would. We had a Chevy Tracker once. Tiny little Chevy Tracker that had four-wheel drive. That was like my favorite car for the winter because it was still small. It was still a small car, so like I understood how it was going to handle, but it had four-wheel drive. I'd like to get another like 2005 Chevy Tracker. That would be like my dream car. My dream car within my budget would be a 2005 Chevy Tracker. Yeah, driving in snow doesn't bother me. In fact, like, the more snow the better, because the more snow there is, the less other people are out on the road. Like, it's most dangerous when there's just like a little bit of snow and everybody's trying to drive. Because like I said, you have 80% of people that have no idea what they're doing on a good day. And then you put snow on the roads and it's like, okay, well obviously it's going to be a shit show. I like it when there's a lot of snow and it's coming down hard, because then less people drive. And then when I drive, like, I can drive fine. Yeah, black ice is bad. Black ice in Kansas City was really bad. Like, we got ice in Missouri more than we got snow. And like I said, with the hills, I remember multiple times, like, going down a hill, approaching multiple stop signs, and realizing that, like, I wasn't going to be able to safely stop the car. That the car, I was going to have to go through the stop signs until the land, like, leveled out. Like, that happened to me, like, so many times. I remember one time getting up a hill, and then my car just kind of stopped. Like, the car would not go up the hill anymore. And I was just kind of stuck there. And then a bunch of people had to get out of their cars and help me push my car up the icy hill so that traffic could resume. Oh, yeah, hills are bad. The hills were the one thing, like, I never really got used to in Missouri. And what happened was we ended up living, like, downtown close to the office. So, like, I would walk to work. Walking to work in the snow was great. It was like a 15-minute walk. So it didn't matter, like, how much ice there was. Yeah, I've had to go through lights like that too, and I always kind of like assess. You can kind of assess and like, is it going to be safer for me to try to stop and possibly spin out of control, Or is it going to be safer for me to roll through this light or roll through the stop sign? And I always imagine, like, if I got pulled over, I would hope, like, the cop would, like, understand. Like, if I had tried to hit my brake, the situation would be a lot worse. Luckily, it's never come up. Every time I've had to do it, like, no one's been around. Our pet needs to taunt harder. Taunt harder, pet. There you go. In reality, the cop would be like, yeah, I totally understand, but here's a $500 ticket. Oh, thank you. They don't care anywhere, yeah. They don't care anywhere. I'm sure there are things they do care about, but writing you an enormous traffic ticket is not one of them. Karen, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Everything is good here. We got some snow today. That's about it. Yeah, but they're not wrong when they say that. They're not wrong. That's the problem. It's like you can't really like argue with logic like that, because it's completely right. Like, yeah, I should have done those things. But I didn't do those things, and so I did the best I could. But you know, it doesn't matter. If I want to keep living, I wouldn't roll through stop signs. Yeah, the problem is, like, every time I've had to roll through a stop sign, it's been the choice of either hitting my brake, spinning out of control, and probably going through the stop sign anyway, or going as slow as I can down the hill, and just, like, getting through the stop sign as safely as I can. It's not like a choice of, like, I'm gonna gun it, and I'm gonna go through these stop signs. It's always been like, oh my god, there's ice on this road. My car is not going to stop. If I hit my brake, I'm going to end up hurt, and possibly other people will get hurt. Yeah, it's tough. In those situations, like, time feels like it kind of slows down. And you kind of look and you assess, like, it doesn't look like anybody's coming through this intersection. So it's never good. It's probably one of the worst feelings when you realize that you don't have control of your vehicle and you're going to have to let inertia, like, inertia is going to have to run its course. And there's really nothing else you can do. It's happened to me like a handful of times in my life. And I've just gotten lucky every time. Do I use winter tires? Yeah. Winter tires are for people with enough money to afford 2 sets of tires. I have what you call all-season tires, aka the tires that are on my car, and we just kind of make do with those. Yeah, I wish I had the $500 to get like a nice set of winter tires. And we don't live in a place where it's required. Like, there are certain parts of the world where, like, it's required to have winter tires apparently. But Michigan, it's not a requirement, and so we don't have them because they cost money. And we don't drive a lot. Like, neither of us commutes to work. The daily driving that happens is I drive like 3 miles to take my kid to school and 3 miles to pick him up, and then, like, you know, grocery shopping, chores, stuff like that. So it's not like we're driving a lot, thankfully. In my whole life, I don't think I've ever had like a different set of tires that I put on in the winter. I remember like a few times in my youth, like my parents would talk about putting like a different set of tires on their car. But I've never done it. Be Sad Dog, good morning to you. Welcome to the stream. I realize this is a pretty big kill quest. 30 Ravagers. We're almost halfway through them already. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anybody with chains on their tires. Not down in the southern part of Michigan. I'm sure like up in the Upper Peninsula and stuff, like that kind of thing is more common. Patrick, good morning. Happy Thursday to you. Are they gonna split up? It looks like they're gonna split up. I'm gonna wait for this guy to come a little bit further. And there we go. Johnny, good morning, man. Welcome to the stream. Dustin, good morning to you as well. Yeah, it's Michigan, so we'll have snow until like April. We'll probably have like mild weather too, somewhere like in there. But yeah, I wouldn't count on this being the last of the snow. Before winter started, they said like we were having an El Nino. Whatever the warm one is. There's El Nina, there's El Nino, there's a Chupacabra, I think. But then they said it was going to be mild. And it was mild for like the first month of winter, and now it's going to be bitterly cold. So they were kind of like far off on that one. It's kind of like, I don't really trust the weather forecast. It's really better just to like look outside your window in the morning, and then you can kind of deduce for yourself what's happening. That's the only accurate weather forecast. Is like, what is actually happening right now? Okay, let's react to that. It's snowing chupacabras out here. Johnny, that's interesting apparel for 38 degrees. That's still cold for me. Yeah. It's not as cold as 12 degrees, but it's still pretty frigid. Am I gonna play War Within when it comes out? Absolutely. Yeah, I've been playing quite a bit of retail for me. Which is that, you know, I did all the Guardians of the Dream quest. I got all that done. I killed Fyrak the other day. Just Fyrak. I wanted to see if there'd be another cutscene, like when you kill Fyrak, but there's not. When you complete the Guardians of the Dream quest line, you see the cutscene that also plays at the end of the raid. Which is kind of good, because for like a long time in retail, the only way to see like the end cutscenes for the story was to beat the raid boss. Which I always thought was kind of weird, because like not everyone raids, only like a small percentage of people actually do the raids. So it was cool that they showed you the little end cinematic without having to kill Fyrak. But I did kill Fyrak, so. But yeah, I'm gonna play War Within. Yep. Yep. I'm looking forward to it. There's so much WoW to play. Like, there's gonna be so much WoW to play in the next year. It's kind of crazy. Like, especially if you're someone who's interested in playing all versions of WoW, you really have to, like, pull out your calendar and make sure you're, like, jotting down the dates for when you're gonna have to play different stuff. Because, like, you have Cataclysm, you have the phases for Season of Discovery, you're gonna have the War Within Beta, and then the War Within Release. Like, there's so much stuff to do. It's kind of intense. Jory, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm interested to see if we see Metzin's hand, like, in any of it. From what they showed at BlizzCon, not so much. And keep in mind, like, a lot of the work on War Within would have been done before they brought Metzin back on board. Like, I'm sure there were, like, broad stroke things that he could come in and kind of tweak and adjust and change as far as, like, the writing or how characters were handled and stuff like that. But a lot of the development work and the features, like, that are going to be in the game were done before he came back on board. I'm sure, like, the part 2 and 3 of the World Soul Saga will have much more, like, will be him being more heavy-handed in the game. Is Blizzard making everybody happy now, Riddles? I doubt it, man. Like, it's the internet, it's the world. Like, you can't make everyone happy. There's always people who are gonna find, like, fault with everything. It's making more people happy these days than it used to, just because there's so many different versions you can play. Like, if you hate retail, you have multiple versions of Classic. If you hate Classic, you have retail. Like, there's lots of different kinds of WoW, and it's easier to keep people happy when they have choices. And they're actually trying to make people happy now. I feel like a couple of years ago, they were just trying to make their game and they felt like they could do no wrong. And then when players told them they were doing wrong, they were like, no, but you just don't understand how good it is. You don't understand how good soulbinds and conduits really are. You just don't get it. I was like, no, we get it, and we don't like it. But now they're actually kind of like listening to people. So that's a good start. Yeah, the artifacts were the best bolt-on power system because they were the first real, like, bolt-on power system. And, like, when we got artifacts and, like, class order halls, like, I didn't really realize that it was going to be, like, a bolt-on thing. You know, I thought, oh, I guess we have these weapons forever now. Like, that's okay, I guess. But no. It kind of became apparent. I think I figured it out. I was illuminated, like, midway through the expansion that it was going to be something that, like, went away after the expansion ended. I was initially disappointed by artifact weapons because, like, I was a big raider back then, and, like, as a raider, like, it was always really awesome to get a new weapon from the raid. So at first, I kind of saw artifact weapons as, like, taking something away from me, like, because getting a new weapon was always, like, really huge for me. And then, like, with the artifact weapon, like, you never got a new weapon. You just ground your AP forever. But eventually, I came to like it, and then we flushed them down the toilet. Oh, pet, please taunt. There you go. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I'm going to try to find a group for Scarlet Monastery Library today. And at least start, like, getting some of those done for the quest. It might not happen, there might not be enough humans playing hardcore to, like, make that happen. But we're going to find out. I'm actually kind of surprised that I can poison these guys, seeing as how they're like nothing but bones. I'm surprised they can be poisoned. I doubt they can bleed. Yeah, but unfortunately, like I don't think hardcore self-found is going to be a real big deal for most people, and the reason is because like hardcore self-found, from what I understand, is not going to be like a new server type. So it's not going to be a fresh start in hardcore. I believe it's going to be kind of like a Soul of Iron thing that you do, where like you are on Defias Pillagers, you're playing solo self-found, but nobody else is. And to me, that's not interesting. It's not nearly as interesting as, you know, like Blood Cell Buccaneers, like everybody was solo self-found. And also, yeah, it's not solo self-found, it's just self-found, which, you know, means you can still group up. The weird thing is, like, so if it's self-found but not solo, that means you're going to be grouping up with people who are not doing self-found. That kind of doesn't ruin it, but it makes it kind of less true to its ideal. Because you're going to be grouping up still, but you're going to be grouping with people who are buying shit off the auction house and things like that, because not everybody is going to be doing self-found. It's going to be like an opt-in. Yeah, Ryan, I thought so too at first, but from how they've talked about it so far, it's not going to be. They've talked about it like here and there. And the way they talk about it, it's going to be a character option. And it's not going to be a fresh start server, so they're missing a big opportunity there, I think. They should do it as a fresh start server between SOD phases. So like after, like maybe after phase 2 ends, like comes to an end, not ends, but like, you know, when people are waiting for phase 3, when everyone's like, oh, when's phase blah coming out? I just am bored. Like they should do it then. Or they could do it between seasons. Maybe they could wait till SOD the season ends and then they could do like a hardcore fresh start. It would be like a good way to revitalize it, but they're probably not going to. Nawaf, hi to you as well. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Johnny, you'll have a little bit of time. Phase 2 is coming out on February the 8th. So you'll have some time, but not like a ton of time. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll do self-found. It really depends on like what else is it depends on when they release it. And it depends on when it comes out. Like, if there's other stuff going on that's more interesting, I probably won't bother with it. If they time it well so that it can kind of like generate some hardcore hype, then I would try it. And if I do self-found, I'm gonna be a caster, because what I learned is like, you don't want to be a class that relies on a weapon when you're doing self-found. You want to be a class that relies on spell ranks, because you're always going to get spell ranks. And in self-found, you're never going to get a weapon. So. Blood Moon, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Oh, we're done here. 30 out of 30. Let's skedaddle. We have to head all the way over here to the west to turn in the Khan's head. So we'll do that first. Ghost Oplasm Roundup. Crates of ghost magnets. Oh dear God. We're gonna have to kill our way out of here. Apparently I'm not running out of here. I missed a quest here, no doubt. Oh, that doesn't surprise me at all. I am doing my questing like a little willy-nilly. Part of that comes from like my nature, part of it comes from just being away from the character for so long. I think the way we were doing it on Bloodsail Buccaneers and Hydraxian Waterlords, I think that is like self-found done right. I think self-found probably should be solo, like, for the most part. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like they kind of had it right when it comes to like a true like self-found kind of like Iron Man style challenge. I don't know about like playing self-found on this server would be probably like, it'd be kind of inane, like, you know, because there is an auction house but only you can't use it. There is trading but you can't trade. You're grouped with people who could trade with you but they can't because you can't. It's a little bit like too arbitrary. Hardcore is better enjoyed when like everyone around you is playing exactly the same way that you are. When you're all in it together. When you see somebody out in the world and you know that they're in the exact same situation that you're in, that's more enjoyable than just like a self-imposed challenge around a bunch of people who are not doing the challenge. At least to me it is. And maybe that's not true of everybody. Yeah, they of course, like, yeah, they don't want to do a solo version, right? Because the game is an MMO. So to them, it's like, it's why they didn't restrict trading, why they didn't restrict grouping in the first place, was because it's an MMO, so they want people to play together. Which I get, but I don't exactly miss the days of Bloodsail Buccaneers, but it was really fun while it lasted. And like, I don't really like the idea of complete solo. I like solo in the open world. I like you're out in the open world, then you have to be solo. If you want to do a dungeon, then you group up. And so that would be like the one thing I would change. Like I don't think that like in a hardcore challenge you should just be able to group up with people in the open world. That lets you group up with like higher level people. It lets you trivialize content. And like finding ways to trivialize content is like not really the spirit of hardcore. But when it comes to running dungeons, it's nice to be able to do them. And so I like being able to group up for dungeons. You wonder if anyone's still doing the Bloodsail Buccaneers? I don't know. I'm sure there are people who do it. Are they still doing it on Bloodsail Buccaneers? Maybe. I'm sure like a handful of people are. I remember when official hardcore was coming out, like guilds on Bloodsail Buccaneers were trying to like figure out if they were going to go to the official hardcore or if they were going to stay on Bloodsail Buccaneers. It was funny. It's like, obviously you guys are all going to go try official hardcore. B-Sad Doug, there's a guild in SOD on an RP server doing hardcore solo self-found. That's cool. They're doing it as a guild. Yeah, hardcore in SOD would be interesting. Dedicated servers for hardcore of each type of the game would be cool to see. Like, it'd be cool if there was a hardcore Wrath server, if there was a hardcore Burning Crusade server, if there was a hardcore seasonal server. Like, having a hardcore server for every type of the game, it just seems like how can you lose? Like, it doesn't take a lot to maintain a single server once it's up and running. And I think that'd be really cool. Like, it would really let people play the game how they want. Because I know like a lot of people always, oh, can you do Wrath Hardcore? Like, I would do Wrath Hardcore if there were a server where everyone else playing was also doing Wrath Hardcore. Then I would love to. Same thing with Burning Crusade. Same thing with Season of Discovery. Like, I would love to do hardcore versions of those games in an environment where everyone was also doing it. It's almost kind of surprising also that there wasn't a hardcore option for seasonal characters, because like a lot of other games that have seasons, there is a hardcore option. Like, look at like Diablo, Path of Exile. You go to character creation and like there's a little box, you know, You check seasonal, you check hardcore, and there you go. Unfortunately, like in Season of Discovery, like the way some of the rune acquisition is, the way you have to get some of the runes, you couldn't really do solo self-found for all of it. You could do hardcore, and you could do self-found, but like some of the runes you literally need help from other players. As a priest, you have to group up with another priest and like pray at them. Rexgar is not aggressive, right? Like he's fine if I just kind of like sidle up alongside him here. He's not gonna get like mad, sad, or angry. Yeah, he seems fine. What is this up here? I shouldn't have him targeted. Like, what if I auto attack him? God, that's a terrifying thought. They're making exceptions in that guild for group runes. Yeah, right. Because they have to, right? Yeah, that's the problem. Especially, like I said, priest, you have to get into a group. Like, anytime you want to have all of your little priestly buffs, you have to group up with another priest. Alright, what are we doing now? You helped us against the Magrum, now help us beat the Maradine. Kill the head of their clan, Khan Haratha. To face him, blow the Maradine war horn. It is atop a high bluff in the Valley of Spears. But to blow the horn, you must gain a war horn mouthpiece. These are rare, carried only by trusted Maradine Centaur. After the horn is blown, Centaur will come, kill them until Haratha appears. Nah, I'm not about to try one of the kill them until so-and-so, because they're going to come in waves. I don't think I can do this next one safely. I'm gonna grab it to like see where it's at. But I don't think I'm gonna do this one. Oh, is this in Maradon? Oh, this might be like, oh, this is elite. Oh yeah, we're not doing that. No, thank you. Okay. Let's get out of here. Yeah, I am gonna skip it. Definitely not going to try that one. So now the question is, like, what do I do next? I'm going to turn in down the Scarlet Path. After that, I don't know. Water Elemental Bracers we could do in Stranglethorn. The Curzon Tablets... we may be able to do them. One of them is underwater near a bunch of murlocs. One is in the back of a troll ruin with a ton of trolls around it. They could be lower level now. Elder Crocodile Skin. If we can come across this croc, I'm pretty sure we could kill him, just us and our pet. Panther Mastery we're probably ready to do. Singing Blue Crystals. I don't know about that one. It's level 41. Maybe we go back to Stranglethorn next. That seems to be where fate is leading us. Fate and our quest log seems to be leading us back to Stranglethorn. I'd like to do some stuff in the Badlands, but like there's not a lot to do in the Badlands, and some of it is higher level. A Sign of Hope is level 35 though. Dwarf and his Tools, level 35. Shattered Necklace is an elite quest. Barbecue Buzzard Wings. Huh. Yeah, maybe we could do that. Oh god. And maybe we'll do what we have left in Stranglethorn, and then we'll go to the Badlands. In the meantime, while we travel, I'm going to scope out, I'm going to watch Looking for Group Scroll and see if any Scarlet Monastery runs are going out. We need to do all of them starting with Library, but I think we're a little bit higher level for Library. I wonder if we would bust the experience for the group if we went in at level 39. Looking for Nomergon, no thank you. Alex, a lot of people are 40 plus doing all of Scarlet Monastery. Right on. Yeah, that sounds okay. I feel like you're not going to get a lot of kill XP like from Library anyway. I'm just going to start soliciting myself and looking for group. DPS, looking for group, any or all SM dungeons. And I will just like toss that in there every once in a while. I didn't mention that I was a hunter. I just said DPS. I could probably spice it up and say range DPS. Because I know that people really don't trust hunters. I remember that now from like trying to find groups when we were playing consistently before Seasons of Discovery. That people kind of like, they don't really like hunters. Because sometimes pets do bad things. Alex, you think I should install the Looking for Group Bulletin add-on? It would make my life easier. Am I ready for another add-on? I have so many. And I feel like some of them I don't, like, utilize. Is it easy to set up, or do I have to, like, configure a bunch of stuff? Yeah, I mean, Karen, I feel like I'm a good hunter, too. I feel like I'm probably not going to get a group killed. But people have had experiences. Apparently people have had experiences, or they've heard things that make them believe that, like, hunters are not really ideal group mates, in hardcore especially. Just because in hardcore, if something wacky does happen because of the pet, then, you know, people are going to die. There's no jumping in Scarlet Monastery, so like Scarlet Monastery is kind of a safe place for hunters. It's not like Nomergon with all the jumps.
Greetings. Be careful.
Take Brother Anton's letter to South Shore. Oh, I forgot that there was like another part to this quest. So like before I do SM, I would have to go to South Shore. Do I really want to go to South Shore right now? Have I been to South Shore at all on this character? That's a good question. Yeah, as a hunter, it's really important to, like, dismiss your pet when anything wonky could happen. And a lot of people forget. I've forgotten once or twice, too. It just hasn't resulted in anyone getting killed. Okay. So... Wait, where's my Hearthstone? Oh, okay, Stormwind. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna hearth back to Stormwind. That's perfect. That works. And then we'll take the tram to Ironforge, and then we will fly to South Shore from there. Is there anything we need to do in the city? My first aid is maxed out. I have to get a book, don't I? To go from to 150 to 225 or whatever, I have to get a book. Yeah, because right now I'm capped out. Completely missed it. Just completely missed it. Am I gonna make this tram? I don't know. Probably not if I get stuck on all the furniture, I won't. Come on, we can do it! We can make it! Oh no! Okay, well, you know, we're fine at least. It was close though. So very close. Alex, that might have been the Pally. I thought that too. I saw my first aid today. I was like, I thought Alex hooked me up with like all the different books. But unless it's in my bank, I think that was the Paladin, who was also level 39, you know. That's the first time I've ever missed the tram like mid-jump. That was like, yeah, that's about as exciting as public transit gets. While we're waiting, let's check and see, like, have I done stuff in South Shore? Yes, I've done a few things, I think. I don't see the Murloc quest. Did I miss the tram? I missed the tram, facing the wrong way. That's the second time I've done that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything really for us to do here. Assassin contract. Bring the assassin's contract. That's up here somewhere. Maybe we can do that one. Hints of a new plague takes us into Arathi Highlands. Arathi Highlands, we can do worth its weight in gold. Maybe, yeah, we can do that. Let's do that. Let's at least do worth its weight in gold. And let's do... We'll grab hints of a new plague. And we'll grab the assassin's contract. We'll try to do as much as we can. They need some, like, elevator music for the tram, I think. Just some classic, good old-fashioned elevator music to play while you wait. And while you're on the tram itself. I wish my pet would not stand, like, directly inside of me. I don't know why it's annoying. Yes, no, no, no. Bad pet. Bad. Oh my god. This is life now. This is life now. Oh, the assassin's contract is that drop from the randomly spawning assassins. Okay, okay. I thought it was the item up in the camp, but we must have already done that one. Alright, well, if there's nothing else to do, we'll go into Arathi and we'll do some stuff over there. I should have checked the bank while I was here. Yeah. I mean, obviously. Obviously I would just not do it. We could probably do the first part of Princess Trapped. I think, like, fighting her, like, she's an elite, so we can't do that. But yeah, we have a couple things to do. This is good. Maybe while we're in the zone, we'll get really lucky and someone will be putting a group together for all the elite stuff. Then I could go buy the book, right? Because I can get in here without fighting, I think. And then I could hang a hard right, and I should be able to get into the area where I can buy one of the books, if I remember correctly. Danielle for the Alliance, yes. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Zalandar, good morning. Welcome, welcome. We've still got so much to do in Stranglethorn Vale that we just can't really do yet. That's good. Because I'm kind of getting worried, like, where are all of our quests going to come from? But we still have a lot of non-elite stuff to do back in Stranglethorn. We just have to get like 2 or 3 levels. If we can get to level 42, we could probably do the rest of Stranglethorn. If we can live that long and find the quest to do. If you miss World of Warcraft right now, it's a great time to come back to the game. You have like 7 different flavors of WoW you can play. You can play Classic Era Vanilla, you can play Classic Era Vanilla Hardcore, you can play Classic Era Season of Discovery, you can play Wrath of the Lich King Classic, you can play Retail. Yeah, if you're like, man, I miss me some WoW. It's a really great time to come back to the game. It's probably the best time in like the past like 5 or 10 years. It's the best time in recent memory to come back to WoW. If you have time. Or just hang out with us if you don't have time to play yourself. Because I typically play all different versions of WoW. Yeah, Hardcore offers like a special kind of immersion. Hardcore is definitely my favorite version of Classic Era. It allows you to have an immersion and a care for your actions that like you don't have in other versions of the game. Even if you're trying to play like optimally in other versions of the game, you don't pay as much attention and you don't try as hard not to die. And yeah, Hardcore just like pulls me in a lot more than other versions. Like Sod is interesting because there's changes. Like there's changes in the new season, so that's fun. But as far as like immersion and getting into the character, like Hardcore is where it's at. And the great thing about Classic is even if your rig's a little bit outdated, like WoW can run on a potato connected to a microwave oven. So even if you have an older rig, like the great thing about WoW is you can still play WoW. Whereas like if you're trying to play like other PC games and you have an older rig, it's like, nah, it's not gonna happen.
Greetings. Be careful. See you around.
What is he doing? He's very excited. He says, this is not good, there's something you don't understand. There's a lot of things I don't understand. Yeah, that's true. I can't click on him yet.
What can I do for you?
He's burning it. Okay, he burned it. And then he ran away.
Can I help you?
I once served the Scarlet Crusade with honor, loyalty, and pride. I believed their cause to be a noble one, to rid Azeroth of the undead. But as I spent time at the monastery in Tearsfall Glades, I realized that their grasp on reality was slipping. They now think everyone is plagued who doesn't wear the tabard of the Crusade. Innocent men and women are tortured because they were supposedly plagued. The Scarlet Crusade must be crushed. I never really, like, picked up on that. They just started, like, assuming everyone had the plague. Like, even, like, if you didn't wear the vestments of the Scarlet Crusade, they assumed you had the plague. I didn't know that. That's really hardcore. Yeah, they do need to be crushed. Am I going to get the chance to crush them? I'm not sure. I haven't been paying as much attention to looking for groups as I should. I should download Alex's add-on. But then I'd probably have to learn how to use the add-on. What do we want out of this? Oh, we don't really get anything from this. I mean, we get XP. Oh, wait. Two-handed axe. Like, can I learn two-handed axes? But also, like, this still doesn't really help me. We don't, even if I could use this, we don't need strength. So, yeah. I'm not going to be meleeing. So, yeah, I don't know.
Have a good one. Greetings.
Maybe it's not as important for us to get this done as it would be on some other classes. Like, this would be a great one-handed sword for basically anybody. Like, great dagger. You know, for like a rogue. And then the two-hander for the pallies and the warriors. Offhand for like priests, warlocks, mages. I don't want to use it. It's no good. Like, do you think I'm going to give up my 14 agility, which factors into my attack power right now? It factors into my crit, doesn't it? I'm not going to give up 14 agility for 10 stamina. Because I'm not going to benefit at all from the strength. Yeah, my agility is directly increasing my attack power. It would be really foolish to give up 14 agility for 20 strength and 10 stamina. That would be one of the dumbest things that I've done, and I've done a lot of stupid stuff. I have to keep the 14 agility. Alright, so, was there anything to do here, did we decide? Crushridge Warmongers. In a couple levels, we can solo this one. I remember soloing it on one of our paladins. So in a couple levels we could solo that. Besides that, there's really nothing else here. Let's... Ooh, wait. Oh, hints of a new plague. Maybe we grab this one. Where's that? It's inside the inn. Only I didn't see it. Is it a gray quest? Like, maybe I'm not gonna see the exclamation point? No, that's outside the building. That's not inside. I didn't zoom in close enough. Item stats in Classic were pointlessly complex. Were they complex? I feel like, listen to this. In retail, on my shaman, I don't even know what my mastery does. I don't even know what it is. I don't know what versatility does. I don't know what it is. And I look at those secondary stats in retail and I think to myself, man, this is way too effing complicated. What happened to the days of strength, agility, stamina, intellect? Like, why do I have to have mastery, versatility, haste rating? No, I think like as far as like MMOs and RPGs go, I think the stats in Classic are actually pretty simple. I have to hard disagree on this one. And furthermore, like if you're ever confused about what stats do for you, you can come here, you can mouse over them, and it will tell you exactly what a stat does for your class. Probably the same is true in retail, right? You could probably go into the menu, mouse over it, and it'll tell you what to do. And for me, like, I like having less stats. I don't care for, like, the mastery, the versatility, the leech. What else is there? The haste. Like, I don't really care for all the different stats. Because what I end up doing is I just look up, like, what stats do I need? And then I don't think about it. I just pick the stats that Wowhead says that I need to have. I can't find this quest for the life of me. I am, like, completely failing at finding this thing. It must be... Okay, yeah, it's not showing up in the world. That's why I can't find it.
What can I do for you? Go with honor.
Makes perfect sense. Okay, let's get on a flight. I can stop running back and forth. Alex, I'll keep that in mind, man. Thanks. I appreciate it. You know how I am about, like, taking help from higher level characters. I've done it, you know, I've done it. I've done it, and I'll probably do it again someday. But I might just see if, like, while we're in Arathi, there might be, like, a group going out to kill the elite stuff. That'd be cool. Refuge point. And, we have a minute in flight. I have to AFK bio really fast. I'll be right back. Too much coffee. Not enough coffee, but too much. And we're back. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna take this for now. I'm gonna take it for now.
Have a good one.
And then I'm gonna watch General. Let's see if there's anybody who's even here. Yeah. There's really not a lot of people here right now. 6 people. I mean, you know, it's still morning time on a Thursday, so what can I expect?
Light bless you. Be careful.
Do we have to vendor anything? Our bags are kind of good. I've been feeding the boar truffles. He seems to like that, so we'll keep doing it.
Safe travels.
Do you need something?
Blood Moon, that's awesome. I like when people pass on the family tradition of WoW. That's super cool. I can't wait till my kid's a little bit older and he, like, if he has the desire to play, you know, when he has a little bit more competency in the game, I can make him my pocket healer. He's definitely going to heal me. He owes me that much. I can fight them over here, but I should probably just fight them down in their little village. Boars like truffles? Yeah, that's what I kind of thought. I'm like, maybe he'll get a kick out of this. It should be his favorite food. It should give him, like, twice the happiness of, like, any other food. But I doubt it does. And furthermore, he should be finding his own truffles. Like, he should be sniffing them out. Or whatever they do. Echolocation, or however they find them. Like, he should be digging around and finding, like, truffles for himself. Like, anytime that I stand idle, he should start, like, digging around. That would be ideal. If he could support us both, if he could provide food for both of us, that would be ideal. Everything here is relatively low level. So I'm hoping there won't be a lot of danger. Iron deposit, we definitely need to grab that. I'm really shocked he didn't aggro. Let's clear a little way through here. I really like the Arathi Highlands. It has a chill vibe, it has decent music, it has like clear lines of sight off into the distance. But no matter what faction you are, you don't really do a lot here. I feel like you do more here on the Horde side though, like overall. Because I know you get multiple quests for the raptors on the Horde side, and on the Alliance side, like, you get nothing to kill the wildlife on the Alliance side. You'd think the Alliance base could just have, like, one raptor kill quest. You know, hey, there's lots of raptors here really close to base. We don't like that. It's dangerous. Go kill some raptors for us. It's like, it's a pretty low-hanging fruit as far as, like, quest writing goes. You'd think they would have just put one in there. I'm like, I wonder if something's creeping up on me. Yes, there is something creeping up on you, actually. Slowly pans to the left, giant tarantula. Oh yeah, that's what you like to see. Yeah, exactly. You just warned me, right? Be careful. And I'm like, yeah, I should look around. And then I look around and there's like a giant tarantula right over my shoulder. Ugh. God. A little bit too close and unexpected for comfort. Yeah, that's a big one. I've gotten over, like, most of my aversion to giant spiders in the game. Like, back when I first started playing WoW, I hated the giant spiders. I literally couldn't stand them. And then over time, it just kind of like broke me of that, like, fear. But when I see a big one, and it's furry, and it's close, and it's unexpected, I still get the willies. It's not good. But then I also still get vertigo every time I'm in Thunderbluff and I look down on the bridges. I can still give myself vertigo like 100% of the time. by doing that. Even when I'm not playing on hardcore and there's no danger of dying, I still get vertigo. It's crazy. Yeah, we had a lot of close calls yesterday. Yesterday, I almost died numerous times. So I'm hoping that today, like being in low-level areas, we can avoid the stress. We got down to 14 HP, I think it was. 14. I had given up. I just was talking about how, you know, oh, this is the end. It's been a nice journey. But let's say farewell to our hunter. And somehow we got away with 14 HP. So if that doesn't happen anytime again soon, I will be pleased. There's an elite raptor out here. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if there was an elite of each type of beast somewhere, like prowling around out here. So what do we need from this one? Are we just looking for tusks, or do we need the pouches? And where am I tracking this? My quest tracking has gone all bonkers. Yeah, it's not popping it up in Questie. I'm gonna reload Questie. See if we can get it to actually work properly. Like, I don't need it to, but it would be nice. But yeah, we do need the medicine pouches and one shadow hunter knife. The shadow hunters are going to be back inside of a cave. So that part of the quest is going to be a little bit sketchy. Yeah, Alex, I'm really looking forward to getting into some of the high-level areas. I'm praying this hunter lives. I would love to be able to face the higher-level areas. Like Winter Spring, the Plague Lands, even like Fellwood. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope I can make it. If I have any chance at all, it's probably on a hunter. You know, having the pet has saved me like a million times. I think had we not fallen off the boat, the Pally probably would have lived for at least a while longer. But I feel like having the pet is almost better than having Bubbles. Yeah, the level 50 plus areas were designed to kill you often because the more you died, the longer your playtime like became. So that was kind of like the whole point of making them so dangerous. Like how like in the Plague Lands, the mob density is absolutely insane. Like you can't help but get killed sometimes, like practically. You can't help it. And all in the service of like extending that end game. Like remember, like just extending the original end game, making it feel longer and more of a challenge to get to 60. So yeah, you're intended to die all the time. It's gonna be fun. I hope I live enough to like experience some of the fun before I die. Yeah, Feign Death is awesome. Now that I also know that it's only on a 30-second cooldown, like that's amazing. I thought it was on a big cooldown. I don't know if I just never read the tooltip or what I was thinking about, but I thought it was on like a 30-minute, and then I thought maybe it was on a 5-minute, and it turns out it's 30 seconds. Like you can feign death every other pull. You can feign death all the time. And so I always worry that it's gonna like bug out, like it's not gonna work properly. And we're gonna be laying there and the mob's gonna come up and start hitting us. Like so far that hasn't happened. But every time I go to press feign death, I'm like, this is the time. Like, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. We're gonna lay down. The enemy's gonna walk up to us and start kicking us in the face, and we're gonna die. But so far, it's been pretty reliable. The Eastern Plaguelands bats, Alex, yeah. The ones that like daze you and you like run around like an idiot for a minute, and then you aggro like another bat and then he dazes you into a plague hound. Yeah, those guys suck. Is it a full-blown fear? Oh, I remember like a little daze that made me like kind of like stagger around. I don't remember a full-blown fear. Maybe I'm thinking of the pterodactyls in Ungoro that give you that little daze. Yeah, a full-blown fear is much worse. Yeah, then you aggro like 7 bats. And then they chain fear you into a pack of plague hounds. You think like on a hunter almost like you have it a little bit easier because, you know, your pet might get feared, but you're typically out of the range of fear unless they like target you directly for some reason. But I guess like it fearing the pet into an ad is just as bad. With the exception being like if you watch the pet get feared into a pack of ads, you can hightail it out. Like, you know, you have that option. Almost into an elite. Oh god. Yeah, I look forward to those times. The only time feign death doesn't work is in PvP. Yeah, right. I wonder if it has ever fooled anybody in PvP. It's funny to think about trying it in PvP. Just laying there, then having a player walk up and stomp on you. Mandy, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Can I send my pet in here? I think I'll be okay. Yep, he's Kermit the Hog. Yeah. He actually, the story behind why he became Kermit is that this icon here, you can probably barely see it depending on what device you're on. But this little icon here that indicates he's happy, like I've always seen that as a frog. And we had this long conversation one day about like what it was, if it was actually a frog, and then come to the conclusion that it's just a face, right? It only looks like a frog because most of the time, like, you keep it green. So most of the time it's green. And so therefore, like, I see it as a frog. So he became Kermit. But yeah, a lot of people agree that what they see here is a tiny little frog face. But it's really just a face, I guess. I'm never gonna not see a frog. And now that I've talked about it, you guys are probably always gonna see a frog as well. Because that's how human brains work. Yeah, see, Mendy says she's always seen it as a frog as well. Right, exactly. But I feel like if it were a different color, like if the color you wanted to keep it were like magenta, you know, like, oh, you got to keep your pet magenta, that means he's happy. Would we still have seen a frog, or would we have seen like just what it was, which is a face that's smiling? I think the reason we came to see it as a frog was because you keep it green so often. I think it does have a lot to do with the color. Has anyone ever told me that I look a little like John Lennon? Yeah, back when I was younger. Back when I was like in my 20s, in my teens and 20s, when I used to have long hair. When I was a teenager, I had long hair like down to my shoulders. And I had small like John Lennon-esque glasses, because back when I was younger, like glasses were smaller. The thing was to make your glasses smaller, whereas now the thing is to get like bigger glasses. So yeah, back in the day it happened a lot more often. Usually what I hear from people is that I look just like some other person they know. I always hear, you look just like this guy, or this person I saw one time at a place looked like you. I hear that a lot. And I'm just like, okay, so I look like every other generic white guy with a beard and glasses. Like, I get it. It's a pretty generic look, and I'm fine with it. One of the parents at my kid's school once asked me if I was on TikTok because he said he was pretty sure he saw a video of me rapping on TikTok. And I had to explain to him that I barely even knew what TikTok was, but that I definitely wasn't rapping on TikTok. But he came right up to me and asked me that. Because I looked so much like a person he had seen rapping on TikTok. I always admire those people who are like, they have enough guts to just walk up to a complete stranger and ask them the craziest question. I never think about walking up to anybody and saying anything to them if I can avoid it. But like, I'm really like amazed by the people who are extroverted enough to just walk up to you and ask you the craziest stuff. And then you're staring at them for a minute, you don't know what to say, and then you feel like you're the crazy one because you can't come up with an adequate reply. Yeah, one of the best things about WoW is that like the nostalgia people feel for WoW is now shared across like multiple generations of people. Like there are both older people, like myself, and younger people. The game has been around long enough that like multiple generations of people have played it and are able to feel nostalgia for it. Like whether that nostalgia is because you got into the game in 2004, or whether you got into the game during Lich King or during MoP, it has like universal nostalgia appeal. So like all different kinds of people at all different ages. It's like it's the biggest payoff for like the game existing for so long, like keeping the game going for so long. I'm going after these guys for pouches, and I realize like I have all the pouches I need. What I really need to do is find the cave that leads back. Here we go. Like the cave's right here. Look at that. We were exactly where we needed to be. We're old. Yeah. Like yeah, I'm turning 40 in a couple weeks. It's really crazy. I don't think I've matured enough to be 40. That's the problem. I guess I should have worried about that, like, you know, before now, taking some steps. But yeah, it's gonna feel really weird being 40. And then I think, like, throughout human history, for the majority of human history, like actual human history, you weren't really expected to live to 40. Like, average life expectancy, like, throughout history has been, like, 38 years old. So it's like, I am entering into a part of my life that genetically, on this planet, like most humans don't get to see. And that's really strange. Like nowadays, in most countries, you get to live for a long time. It's kind of like taken for granted that you're going to live, you know, till you're 70, 80, 90. You know, but like realistically, if you look at the length of human history and you take an average of how long people actually, you know, have lived, it's like, you know, 38's the average age. Dominatrix has invited me to a group. I mean, how could I turn that down? There's no way to. You can't ask somebody their age. It's rude. Someone can volunteer their age, but you can't ask. That's what I was always taught. It's funny because like when I was younger, I would always like over exaggerate how old I was by a couple of years. Like people would ask me like, "Oh, how old are you?" And I'd always like add 2 years to my total because I felt that I felt older. But now that I am older, it's like I get it. I want to take years away. How old am I? 39. I'm gonna be 39 forever. Just kind of stick right there. I did an auto attack. Okay, it went off in a random direction. That's my first misclicked auto attack in a long time. That auto attack was not intended for that target. Thanks to Dominatrix here, we're gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. Hey, we got the item like right away. Now, do they get to loot the item as well? No, they don't. Okay, so let's stick it out until they get their item. I thought maybe we'd both be able to loot the same one, but that's apparently not how it happens. The cows who turned 36, you're getting up there. Yeah, enjoy 36, man. Like, enjoy it. Because once you're 40, like, for me, it just kind of feels like, oh man, like, this is it. This is it. And I never felt like that in my 30s. In my 30s, I was fine being in my 30s. I was happy being in my 30s, you know. But now that I'm gonna turn 40, I'm like, well, that's it. It's over. And then I think to myself, like, do I get to have a midlife crisis, or have I been living in my midlife crisis for the last, like, 5 years? Yet to be determined on that one. I'm either going to have a crisis soon, or I have been existing within it already for an amount of time. I think we're both good here. I don't need anything else in the cave, so I'm gonna peace out. Nope. They're asking if I need anything else. Nope. Thanks. There we go. Let's get out of here. Yeah, Michael, definitely, man. Yeah, definitely check out Season to Discover. If you haven't played SOD yet, it's a good time. Yeah, you have a few weeks. Right now, the level cap is 25. You have a few weeks before they open the level cap up to 40, so, like, if you're interested at all, now is kind of the perfect time. And it's really cool how they changed some of the classes. Like, a lot of the class changes they did in SOD are very, very cool. I really enjoyed it. I got 2 characters to level cap, and I was happy with that. I know a lot of the guys played like more than 2 characters. But yeah, I got the priest and the warrior. And I'll probably get my shaman on the horde side to level cap before the level band opens up. So technically I'll have 3 characters ready to take the 25 to 40 journey. You're scared you're gonna die falling off of something in hardcore? Yeah, I've died on an elevator shaft. Was that the only fall death that we've had, was the elevator? Yeah, that was bad enough. Once is bad enough. You will inevitably fall off something and die, at least one time. Whether it's like sliding down a mountain, falling down the Undercity elevator, falling off a thunder bluff. The Horde side has more areas of potential falling off and dying than the Alliance side does. The Alliance side is like a little bit safer when it comes to falling off of stuff. I mean, I lost a level 39 Paladin because I got stuck in the side of the boat going to Ratchet. And instead of like dislodging myself and like trying again, I just hung out like stuck in the side of the boat. And as soon as we zoned from one continent to another, the boat dropped me in the middle of the ocean. And I drowned to death at level 39. Because I clipped into a boat like a dummy.
Well met.
And I didn't get myself out before the boat like disembarked. Do I want to try this one? I could try this one. What is this? This is the Forsaken Courier. Oh, okay. Wait, we have to do the Courier quest first before we do the Escort? I thought the Courier quest and the Escort were like 2 separate things, but I guess not. I don't think we're going after the Forsaken Courier. Not by ourselves. That would probably be a bad idea. Monies, yeah, they're pretty cool. Yeah, my wife got them for me for Father's Day. Found them on Amazon, but they're pretty nice. Try for equal representation. Yeah, my head's kind of in the way of the Horde flag. That's true. They could be a little bit more centered around my giant cranium. Money's your wife hates WoW. Get a new wife. I'm joking. I jest. But hate is a strong word. Hate is a strong word. It would be hard to conceive of my wife hating WoW. My wife has played WoW and obviously supports what I do here. So it would be really hard to think, like, my wife hates WoW. Like, what would I do? I don't know. I would be unhappy because I would not be playing WoW, which would make me unhappy.
The Alliance.
But to each their own. WoW is not the most important thing, obviously.
Go with honor, friend.
What's on your mind?
Wand over fist. I think I can do this.
See you
I'm
soon.
pretty sure that's not an elite quest. Yeah, we can do that. Let's go do that one. And then what we also can do, let's do Princess Trapped first. That one's a little bit of a lower level. Yeah, I mean, anybody who gives you an ultimatum, like, you know, ditch that person. If anyone picks a thing that you love or that you're into, and then they tell you, you know, you either pick this thing that you're into or me, then just pick the thing you're into. Because you've probably been into that thing longer, and that thing's not giving you an ultimatum. That thing is there for you whenever you want it. And so if anybody gives you an ultimatum like that, yeah, I'd say, like, tell them to piss off. Because they're gonna keep doing that kind of stuff. That's not gonna be the last time you face an ultimatum that you don't like. You're gonna get hit with that again. And again and again and again. So just, like, cut to the chase and cut them loose. Now there is a difference between someone giving you an ultimatum and someone saying, hey, I've noticed you spend 17 hours a day playing World of Warcraft. Do you think you could spend, like, 4 less hours playing World of Warcraft and doing something with me? so obviously it depends on, like, the phrasing and this actual situation. But no, like, a flat out ultimatum, like, you either stop doing this thing entirely that you love, or I'm not going to be here. Then good, don't be here. It gives me more time to do the thing that I love. We have to be careful here because we're gonna get really close to Hammerfall. Let's not get super close to Hammerfall. We don't want to tick off any of the angry Horde guards. Yeah, I think a lot of people are taking that approach. That's why birth rates are way down, like, worldwide, because a lot of people are like, nah, I'll just be solo. They're doing life solo, self-found. I love the Ogremar music now, just, like, cranking out super loud. That's okay. A lot of people come here to see me die. I think that's completely normal. I think that's like a big attraction of the hardcore run. Is like, man, I want to see this dummy get himself killed. That's why every time I do a dungeon run, like, viewership for that stream goes up during the dungeon, because people think, okay, if he's gonna die ever, it's gonna be during a dungeon run. So it makes total sense to me. Some people come for the death and they stay for the journey. And I appreciate those that do. I appreciate those that come for the death and they don't get the death, and you know, maybe that's all they wanted. That's fine too. Somewhere back here there's a funky looking tree. It's like a really suspect tree. And once we find that tree, then we'll have found the way to get back to the cave. But yeah, step 1 is find sus tree. How many deaths into this am I? How many deaths into official hardcore am I? Because we played on Bloodsail Buccaneers for a long time. On official hardcore, I've lost 2 warriors. What else have I lost, guys? I've lost a couple, not a ton. 2 warriors, a 39 paladin, and I think that might be it. That might be it for official. I haven't lost like a ton of characters in official. We had a level 18 warrior, a level 25 warrior, and then a level 39 paladin that all got killed. And now I have this character. I have a couple other characters that are alive. I have a 25 Night Elf Warrior who's still alive. I have a mage that I'm recording an Immersive series on. She's like level 19. She's still alive. So I have other hardcore characters that are alive. But I've only lost a handful of them. I passed the tree? No. No. I think, wait, is this it? This might be a way. Oh, wait. Oh, come on now. It's gotta be a way. It's not a way. It's too steep. I passed the tree. Yeah, Monies, I've played so many characters. Oh, here it is. And lost so many characters. I don't really get devastated anymore. That's the trick. The trick to like playing hardcore for like a long time is that like you really have to care more about the journey than the individual character. I played so many different characters through my life, like before hardcore, and then on Bloodsail Buccaneers, I got like one of every class killed, usually around like the level 20 range, but some of them much younger than that, and I just like, it's always like, there's a moment where it's like, wow, that sucks, but then there's a moment where you're like, well, we get to go on another journey, and it's the journey that matters. I've had people tell me, you know, they lose one character and they don't come back to hardcore, and I think that makes sense to me. Like, as a normal WoW player, to like lose a character and be like, okay, that's it, I'm good. Oh, we got some help here. We got our buddy Dominatrix is back with us. Lending a hand here with the unexpected ad. This guy's back here, definitely soliciting help. Yeah, we've got this guy here to deal with. We've got a couple things going on right now. Yeah, it's getting a little haywire. I think we're just about cleaned up though. This is the last guy. Nope, she's got one more down there. But I think we're okay. We're out of mana, so that sucks. But we should be okay. Let's go check down here. Yeah, we're out of combat now, so we're good. Let's feed our pets. Let's get some mana back. And we're golden. my guardian angel. Dominatrix. My guardian angel. That works for me. I'm okay with that. So we have to work our way all the way to the back of the cave because I'm pretty sure the turn-in actually turns into a crystal in the back of the cave. So even if we get all of our motes, I think we have to keep going. So this could get a little bit sketchy. I'm not sure like if there's any casters in here or anybody that can heal, anyone that uses fire, but it could get a little sketch. But at least we have help. Yeah, we have a little bit of help. Oh, see, we also have... Yeah, there's casters. Okay, this guy right here is a surveyor. I don't know what he does, but we're probably not going to like it. I see packs of 2 just kind of hanging out. This is going to be a good place to practice laying down a frost trap. Like, before we pull. Always having a frost trap out. So that we can deal with any adds that we can't handle. Like right now, like what do we got? Okay, we didn't aggro him. That must be our mage buddy. There's 2 or 3 casters back there with the crystal. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I see a bunch of guys up here now. If we can pull one and then the other 2, we should be okay. I don't know if I'd want to pull 2 casters at the same time. That might be bad. They're not using fire, I don't think, so it's like it's not as bad as it could be. If we can get all the damage onto our pet, we might be able to just burn through their HP really quick. Worst case scenario, I guess we feign death. Riddles, you keep trying to get into retail, but you feel like you're playing Dance Dance Revolution on your keyboard. Dude, Dance Dance Revolution was like the thing back when I was like in my late teens. I didn't do like, when I was a teenager, I didn't exercise or do anything physical except like ride my bike and play DDR. It was like the only physical activity that I ever got. And yeah, like rotations are complicated. Try Beastmaster. Look into Beast Mastery Hunter. Like if you want a simple rotation, look into Beast Mastery Hunter or maybe Arcane Mage. There are some simple rotations out there, like in retail. They do have a couple. A couple of specs have simple rotations. A lot of them don't. I like playing on the Enhancement Shaman because like I have quite a few abilities. But I mostly know when to hit them because procs appear on my screen. Like a thing appears on my screen and I know, okay, I've triggered this, I can hit 3. Okay, I've triggered this, I can hit 2. And so I don't have to look down at the action bar because a lot of what I'm waiting for on the shaman is like the procs to go off. So I kind of enjoy that. But I remember that Beast Mastery Hunter was really simple, and I feel like maybe Arcane Mage is as well. Classic Beastiary monies. I would download a Beastiary if it had like lore. I want lore. Like, I guess like yeah, knowing what they do is good too. I would download it if it had like a little paragraph of lore for every monster. That's something that would really interest me. Kind of like how in The Witcher 3, like you open your Beastiary and there's like you get like 6 paragraphs of like descriptive text. Like I don't need 6 paragraphs, but like actual lore would be good. I doubt that. I'm sure it's just like stats and abilities and stuff. But I would be into a Beastiary that had like lore. Somebody should make that. Like tell me about kobolds, their history, what they're doing in this region. Like tell me about their history. Like I want to know those things. That's way more intriguing to me. I would actually look at that, and then by looking at that, then I would learn like their abilities too. Because you'd think Blizzard would like have something like that in their game. You know what I mean? You have this enormous open world RPG. You have all these monsters. They have lore, like they have history and stuff. You know that stuff. That writing already exists. You'd think that they would want to have like an in-game bestiary in their game. I'm surprised that like even retail doesn't have it. Because a lot of like fantasy RPGs have bestiaries where you can read about the creatures. And it's like, so maybe you think they want to sell you like an actual physical bestiary, but I don't think they've done that either. I don't think there's like a hardcover WoW bestiary. I would buy the shit out of that. If it was like as good as the Chronicle books as far as like artwork and production value, and they had like a bestiary, I would buy that. I would probably pay $60 USD for something like that. And then release it in like expansions, like classic bestiary. Then the expansion ones could be a little bit slimmer and maybe a little bit more affordable. That would be a really cool thing to do. Yeah, I want the hardcover bestiary. I don't know why they're not selling this. I gotta email. Who do I email now that Bobby Kotick is gone? Do I just email like Phil Spencer directly with this idea? I need to send somebody an email. There's so much mithril in this cave, I'm very regretful about my like slightly too low mining skill. I need like 13 more points in my mining skill. And I could have been getting a bunch of mithril. We'll have to come back here once I have the requisite skill. Yeah, like a Pokedex, but for WoW. Exactly. Right. That's what I want. I feel like there should be one in-game, but now that I've thought about it, I do want the physical copy as well with all the beautiful artwork. Red Robin, is it cold where I am? Yeah, it's cold here. Yeah. I'm in southern Michigan. Today we had snow. It's gonna get even colder next week. It's going to be what they affectionately refer to as a cold snap. And they must call it that because of how angry you get when you realize how cold it's going to be. Pretty sure that's why it's called a cold snap, because like you snap with like rage as soon as you realize like it's going to be 1 degree Fahrenheit for a high. Also, like some part of your sanity also snaps when you're confronted with such brutal temperatures. There's like a part of your human psyche that can't handle it. Has Dominatrix invited us to a group? We group with them for a bit in the troll cave, but I haven't seen them back here since the very beginning. I guess they didn't want to share Motes of Misrule with us, but they were helping us out. Miami Vice, good afternoon, man. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I've got all my complaining out for the day already, so I'm doing well. Oh, Rick's back in the past a little bit. Rick, you're back. When you get to this point, Rick, you're back in the past about 12 or 15 minutes. It happens sometimes. Sometimes people get stuck in like a time loop, and they're just like they're in the past of the stream. Yeah, hello from the future, Rick. Welcome. Welcome, Rick. You're still in the past once you get here. But you can be in the future with a couple of clicks. And we look forward to seeing you there. Okay, this is good. Like, yeah, we could pull this first one. We can take these two together. And they're casters, so like I can't really do a frost trap. Maybe I could do a frost trap if I can pull them around like a line of sight. Like, maybe I put my frost trap, like, right here. And then we just line of sight. Yeah, let's do that. Let's line of sight one of them right into the frost trap. So, we'll put it right here. And I will send my pet in on this one. And then I will shoot the other one and line of sight them. And then I have to stop shooting them, so let's click off of them. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Expertly done, Robert. Oh, thank you. I know. He's back out of the frost already. It was worth it. It was fun to do. It didn't last long, but you know, we negated a little bit of damage that we would have otherwise taken. Oh, we can do these. Oh, wait. Can we do these, or are these guys elites? I thought maybe in vanilla they were elite elementals. Maybe not. We'll take the quest for now, and then we'll have to see. I don't want to jump down here. I'm kind of worried about what my pet's gonna do. So we're just gonna fight our way out. It is an elite. Okay, yeah. Then we're not doing that. Okay, so maybe they're elite, maybe only the follow-up to that is elite? Okay. I'll check them out. We'll run by one of the circles and we'll just have a look. We'll see. Also, we'll see what level they are. Because if they're not elite, but they're like level 48, then we still can't do it. For some reason, I do remember them being elite, though. Maybe I'm thinking of elementals somewhere else. What professions am I doing? On this character, we are mining and engineering. Although, like, our mining is, like, a little bit behind, so... I need, like, a bunch more iron, basically. Come on, Taunt, you can do it! There you go. Yeah, there's Fosrook, the big rock guy, and then there's, like, Mizriel herself. And those guys are elites, right. So I don't know, so we'll do the elemental one, but then we probably won't be doing the others. The good news is, I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but, like, looking at our XP gains, I think we're gonna hit 40 today. Like, I don't want to jinx anything, but, like, I didn't know if we would have time today. But apparently we're doing something right, because we might get there. We've only got 3 bubbles to go. If we get level 40, that'll be my highest level character in official hardcore. So to me, that's really exciting. Alex, you think I should probably wait on the elementals? I thought that maybe they were a high level. Yeah, if they're, well, you know, I feel really strong. I shouldn't say it, but I've been feeling really strong. I will give it a literal shot. I hope that was an intended pun. I will give it many, many shots to the face, and then we'll see if that works. I will give it 887 more shots, to be precise. I should have waited. I should have hit level 40 on my 40th birthday, which would have been in like 2 weeks. Then I could have got two things out of the way at once. In both cases, it's surprising that I'm still alive, especially because I'm prone to do stuff like this. I think Kermit can take this. I really do. I really do have faith in him here. If only he could taunt. If only you could taunt. Where are you at, buddy? Okay, I'm gonna reassess my situation here, and I'm gonna say maybe our pet can't take 4 of them. Maybe we just bail out of here. Bailing out of here seems okay. I'd be fine for Kermit to come with us, but if we have to abandon Kermit, then we'll just feign death down here somewhere. Okay, we didn't aggro him, so that's good. Blood Moon, you heard we were getting a big snowstorm? Yeah, Ryan said that earlier that we were gonna get some more snow overnight tonight. Like, I didn't really see that in the forecast, but then again, I don't trust the forecast. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and feign death here. Yeah, I feel like that's probably the best thing I can do. Let's make sure that we don't get a bunch of guys running up at us. Okay, we're good. It's the 22nd, the 22nd. Yeah, we're a couple weeks out. Soon. If it's a weekday, I'll probably be streaming on my birthday. Assuming it's a Monday through Saturday. I feel like I'm like super close to Hammerfall. That was probably not the best move on my part. Let's go visit the... what is this one? Cresting Key, Water Elementals. Let's go up here. Level 38, yeah, I feel fine with that. Are they going to be able to be poisoned? They can't be poisoned, so that's a little bit bad. It's not super detrimental, but we do miss out on that dot. Ghost and Coffee, you saw the feigned death and you got scared? Yeah. I can see if you look up, because like what I didn't realize was it shows your health bar as totally depleted. I get scared every time I push the button too, because I don't like seeing my health bar with no health, you know what I mean? I wish it would kind of leave your HP alone. Like, I wish we can feign death without my HP saying that I had 0. Because yeah, I don't feel good about it every time I press. I feel like, what if the game got confused and just like actually killed me? I can't do anything. I can't appeal it, you know, it's hardcore. I signed a waiver, right? 12 inches around Chicago? Well, yeah, sometimes Chicago gets dumped on a little bit more just because of like their proximity to Lake Michigan. Like I'm like away from Lake Michigan, like I'm on the other side of the state from Lake Michigan. So typically like what they get in Chicago, it won't be what we get here. We'll probably get some. But I don't think we'll get what they get in Chicago just because a lot of their snow it becomes lake effect. Now I'll have to look though, because yeah, I want to be prepared. This morning I woke up and there was like 2 or 3 inches, like it was like 2 inches on the car and on the grass and stuff, and like I was surprised. I didn't expect it. I'd rather avoid another surprise tomorrow. So now I have to like I have to turn on like the local news and actually get like a real forecast that isn't my Apple phone trying to tell me like what the weather's going to be like. I should have assumed he would aggro. I thought maybe, just maybe, he wouldn't. Look at that, he got me right outside of my effective range. How clever or lucky was that? Clever girl. Totally, King. I've lived in Michigan for most of my life, except for we spent about 6 years in Missouri. I've never heard the term Quad Cities before. I've never heard. I'm outside of Metro Detroit, so like I'm in southeastern Michigan. I've never heard that term before. Quad Cities. Yeah, I'm in a slightly different region. I have to try to get this gold vein. Even though I just jumped down, it looks like I'll have to go back up. I need the skill ups very badly. We're not getting up that hill. John, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. I am doing well today. I've gotten all my complaining out for today, so I feel great. Okay, maybe it's not up here after all. No, it's right below us. Yeah, so those cities they're locally well known, right? That's what I imagined. If you were in that region, then you would definitely know. While we're over this way, let's go here. We'll grab the Thundering Key, and then we'll head down all the way to the south, and we'll grab Trelane's Wand. From what I remember, we have to fight our way to the back of an ogre mall, compound, cave type of deal. Shadow, good evening to you. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Totally, King. I appreciate that. Thanks for saying so. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Can I do a /who? I absolutely can. We have 8 people within my level range here. I don't know if maybe if we bump this down to like 32, maybe we get some more people. Yeah, down to 32, then there's more people in the zone. There's only like so many at our level. I don't know what the minimum level is required here. Yeah, that 13 people looks like the long and short of it. Yeah, hardcore is still busy. Yeah, it's just like not everyone lives to this level. So like only seeing a few people here makes sense because it's kind of a higher level area. If you were to go to like Elwyn Forest or like Westfall, that'd probably be /who would probably say more than 50. We've got a few guys here. I'm not sure we can. I'm gonna kill the one guy and then I'm gonna book it. Let's do that. Let's have our pet maybe come with us. He doesn't have to die. And then I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna feign death. I don't feel good about this. Okay, they turned around. Okay, good. Good. Ryan, you're surprised that I'm fighting mobs around my level? Yeah, on the hunter I feel pretty strong, but also like we're kind of out of green quests. We don't exactly have like a ton of green stuff left we can do. So, yeah. But barring like really stupid mistakes, we've been okay. Like right here is kind of, so I killed the one, so now it should only be a 2 pull. Maybe I can pull this guy out. Let's run away and see if maybe we can pull just him out a little bit. There we go. That's better. Let's not be in cheetah stance. That would be good as well. Dungeons are your friend when you're out of quest. Yeah, we could eventually do dungeons. I've been thinking about doing the Scarlet Monastery, but I haven't seen any groups really looking for DPS. It's hard to watch the looking for dungeon scroll and play the game. For the beginning part of the stream, I was spamming that I was looking for a group, but then I kind of I got out of the habit of it. So. I think that quest-wise, we're actually going to be okay. We have a lot of stuff to do back in Stranglethorn. I haven't done anything in Feralus yet, I don't think. Let's see. Maybe we're not quite ready. I thought there were, yeah, we're not quite ready. I guess that one's a little bit higher than I remember it being. For some reason I thought we can go to Feralus around like level 40. That does not seem to be the case. Alright, we got that one. Let's head all the way down here. Feralus is 45 plus. Alright, good to know. Do I have a favorite class in Classic? It depends on what version of the game. In Classic era, Classic, like hardcore, like Warrior. Warrior is probably my favorite class. And then like Wrath of the Lich King, I really like the Retribution Paladin. Retail, I haven't tried enough classes to really know, but I really enjoy my Enhancement Shaman, so it really depends on what version of the game I'm playing. I like most of the classes. There's only a couple of classes that I don't really resonate with, that I don't really like. I have yet to play a Warlock that I've had a good time on, unfortunately. And I've yet to play a Druid that I've had a really good time on, unfortunately. So like Warlock and Druid are, although I did level a Void Elf Warlock in retail all the way to max. And Destruction Warlock was fun in retail. But yeah, typically Warlock and Druid I bounce off of. I don't think this is the cave entrance. I'm pretty sure it's over here. I'm not sure what this one is. Maybe just like a little cave. No, I've never really played a Boomkin. I played a balanced Druid in retail until like level 47. I got to level 47 was as far as I can go. And then like the rotation was like, bleh. I like the spell effects and stuff, but the rotation was really, really bad. No, I've never been a Boomkin though. Even in retail, I did the Glyph of the Star Form, and I used Star Form. But in Classic, you have to be a Boomkin, and I'll never willingly be a Were Chicken. I don't want to be a Were Chicken. I don't want to look like a Were Chicken. I don't want to look at a Were Chicken. I just don't really like it. If there was a way in Classic era just to be my character and then be a balanced Druid, I might give it a shot someday. But knowing that at level 40 I have to turn into a Were Chicken, it's like that's a done deal. I can't do it. I don't really like shape-shifting classes. Like I don't like to look at anything that's not my actual character. Part of it is I like to see my character. I like to see the gear that I have equipped. Especially when I get like really cool gear. Like I feel like I earned it. I want to be able to look at it. And as the Druid, like you're always looking at like a bear's butt or a cat's butt or a Were Chicken's butt, and it's like I'm not really into that. So the same thing happened to me on the Evoker. Like, I like the Evoker class in retail. Like, I like the spells. I like the idea of being a support class. I was originally really excited that they were getting a support spec, because I thought, I want to do that. Like, I don't really want to heal in retail, but I would maybe like to play a support spec. That seems really cool. But it turns out that I can't look at the dragon all the time. Even if it's, like, just in combat. Like, I don't really want to look at the dragon at all. If I could be an Evoker and not have to be a dragon thing, like a dragon mascot, then I would be fine. But having to turn into the dragon mascot is a deal breaker. Yeah, right. I wish they could stay in Visage form too. I think there's a like. I think you can pop out like every time you're out of combat now. You can have it so you pop back into your Visage form, but as soon as you press an ability, like you're a dragon again. So I don't know. It's like a half measure. I just don't want to be the dragon ever. It looks like a person who's wearing a dragon mascot suit for like an NFL team. I always imagine the person's head is like looking out of the neck of the dragon, like the head up here is totally fake, and like the person's head's really down here. One day I feel like they will open up the Evoker class to different races. I feel like it has to happen eventually. Just like they'll probably let the dragon people be different classes eventually, you know? My wife just brought me some lunch. It's a sub on whole wheat. Not sure what kind of sub. Avocado on it. Avocado's delicious. And a pickle. So I'm about to eat that pretty soon. Did I accomplish my goal? Did I? Okay, I did. I got distracted. Let's see. We can just run out the way we came would be good. Alright, so let's see. What do we have? There's one more elemental place, isn't there? Somewhere? Am I just... Oh, over here. Okay. So, let's head this way, and while we travel, I'm gonna try to eat this sandwich while we travel. Maybe I have to fight my way out of here first. Let's try to sneak out. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna turn my camera off for a bit, and I'm gonna mute myself, and I am going to eat. I will put a comment into the chat indicating such. I will not steer us into this raptor. There we go. That'll suffice. I will see you guys on the flip side. Defeat Kermit, I will. Yeah. I see now that he's become a yellow frog. He's not as happy as a yellow frog. I'll feed him. I am surprised we didn't run into the Forsaken Courier. I thought for sure, like, if there was a time that we would find them, it would be right now. But we got lucky. He got sympathy hunger. Yeah, exactly. He was like, you didn't bring enough for everybody? Rude. We're gonna have to give him a little heal after this one too. Yeah, I was gonna say, Alex, are you in a group or are you solo? I think solo you can. I think if you were in a group of people that were not level 60, it probably wouldn't let you. But I think solo they let you so that people can go back and like farm stuff if they want to. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Stevie, I was just thinking the same thing. We're pretty close to dinging here. I think this next quest that we're about to turn in will probably get us level 40. Which is really exciting. That's going to be the new record for official hardcore. And then 47. 47 is the record overall, because 47 was the level of our human paladin back on Bloodsail Buccaneers. So if I can get to 48, that will be like all-time record across all versions of hardcore. But for now, 40 is a official hardcore record for me. Yeah, none of the mobs around here are worth any kill XP. I was looking at some of them on the way over, but yeah, they were all gray. Got some green ogres here. Luminosity, I doubt the internet needs to know about that. I'm proud of you and everything, but I just doubt the internet needs to know about it. Daniel, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. Looks like we got earth elementals down here. Can my pet jump down with me? I think my pet will follow me. Yes, he jumped right off. Let's see. Let's start with you. Nice. There we go. Level 40. Talent points at level 40. Well, I think we're going to keep going into Frenzy. Although, if I grab this, I'm gonna grab Intimidation so that next time we can get Bestial Wrath. Send your pet into a rage, causing 50% additional damage for 18 seconds. While in rage, the beast does not feel pity or remorse or fear, and it cannot be stopped. Are you kidding me? There's a Terminator 1 reference in this ability. Does not feel pity or remorse or fear. The quote is, and it absolutely will not stop. Yeah, that's the actual quote. It absolutely will not stop until you are dead. But they got close. I love it. And thanks to Alex, we'll have enough gold to get our mount. So we're going to be getting our mount today. We're going to get our mount today. As soon as we finish up here. Am I looking forward to the second phase of SOD? Absolutely. Yep. I am ready to start the 25 to 40 journey. And I'm excited to see like what new things they change along the way. Because they've hinted that there might be different ways to level than what we're used to. So I'm really curious to find out what, if anything, they meant when they said that. I'm also hoping for like changes and adjustments to how the waylaid supplies works. I hope they like kind of like reinvent that a little bit. What am I clicking on here? This guy. And of course, like having them open up like more slots for runes would be good. Like more equipment pieces that runes can go onto. I'm not going to kill Fosric. I probably don't even need to take the quest. Because we're probably just not going to do that one. They meant dungeon grinding? I don't know though, because they said that in a reply. Somebody was talking about ways to level, and they mentioned like, oh, you know, just questing and dungeon grinding. And then the reply was, you know, there's going to be different ways to level. I don't know if they. I feel like they were like excluding that as like an already established way to go. But maybe that's what they meant. I don't know. That wouldn't be a different way to level the way they said. Yeah, I think the original post had already talked about, like, how the ways to level were just questing and dungeon grinding. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what else they can do. Like, what are they going to do? Put, like, world quest? Just litter the map with a bunch of random world quests? Level up that way? That would be a way to ensure people did not run out of quests to do. If you had, like, a certain amount of world quests that popped up every week.
Aye.
Or every day, whatever the reset is.
Off
That would be a way to make sure people don't, like, completely run out of quests.
Watch your back.
The Azure Agate. I don't know what this is.
Safe travels.
Probably an elite quest. Okay, let's jump on a mount. And we are going to go to Ironforge.
What can I do for
where we will train, and then we'll go get the mount. Okay, I am gonna put us on a flight right now.
Have a good one.
Alam SK, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. That's awesome, man. Very generous of you. Thank you so much. And welcome. I see we nabbed a bunch of VIPs there. That's really cool. Very much appreciated, my friend. Guys, I'm gonna go AFK in flight. I am going to AFK while in flight. I'm gonna bio and get some water. And I'll be back. See you guys on the flip side. Alright, thank you guys for hanging out. Coffee needed a refill as well. Alright, so we need to train. And then we have to run out to the Amberstill Ranch, I think, is where we get our mount. I should check the mailbox too. I need to open my mail.
Talk to me.
You know what though, what I didn't do, which I should have done, which might throw a little hitch in our plans. I need to send gold to myself. That's what I need to do. Like, I have 60 gold, but I have it across a few different characters, so yeah.
Here there.
Maybe we're just training right now. I don't know. We'll see. Mail gear, I want that. I don't need Viper Sting, I'm not going to use it. Distracting Shot, I'm probably not going to use. Hunter's Mark. Volley? It sounds good, I don't know how much like AoE I'm going to be doing. Freezing Trap 2 I need. I'm trying to be like picky and choosy about what I purchase here. I think that's... yeah, I'm done. That's it. We're broke. We are completely broke. I'm gonna jump onto my bank alt and send over what's on the bank alt. But yeah, that's... I should have done this like if I knew we were gonna hit 40 today, I would have already done it. I didn't really think when the day started off that we were gonna have time. So I just didn't. I guess knowing the special character I need would be good. I need the little apostrophe above the E going from right to left. Okay. Alex, that would have been a really smart plan. Maybe, can I reject it? Do you think I can reject it? Yeah, is it too late now? Is the mail stuck in limbo now? Yeah, because I'd have to wait to get it to reject it. Yeah, that was a really smart idea you had. I just didn't look over at chat soon enough. I appreciate the thought though. That was a good thought. It's okay. I can't reject it until like I'd have to wait till it got here anyway, you know, to send it back. I'll have to jump on a few other characters too to send a move a little bit more around. So it looks like we won't get our mount till tomorrow. That's the reality of it. It's a harsh reality, but it's what we have to live with for right now. And where else do I have money that I don't need it? My mage has a little bit of money, my warrior has a little bit. I'll have to do some like further consolidating. Because I think we're going to need 90. I should have enough. The total, I have 50 altogether. And I'm sure I can make a little bit of gold if I sell some stuff. So, we should be good. That begs the question, like, where do we want to go now? I guess we could go back to Stranglethorn. Maybe that's what... Let's jump back onto the tram. And let's try to head into Stranglethorn. We'll get a little bit more use out of our aspect of the cheetah before we essentially retire it. Yeah, we'll vendor somewhere along the way. Maybe there's a vendor back here somewhere.
Would you like to purchase something?
Yeah, that's really about all we can do. I don't really need the smaller potions. We can sell those. You would have sold the charms on the auction house? Yeah, you know how good I am about selling stuff on the auction house.
You have a great day.
If I'll never put it up on the auction house. We all know this about me by now. I have like 17 stacks of silk I could probably sell on the auction house also. I might make money out of it. A person would make money out of it, but I probably wouldn't. I feel like the auction house would be like inundated with those at this point, because of how far along we are. Did I train my pet? I didn't train my pet. I trained my pet a bunch at level 38. I don't know if the pet has trainable stuff every level or not. Also, I don't have enough TP to actually train him. Yeah, see, I have a great stamina and natural armor that I haven't had the training points for. So I'm still sitting on these. And this is what was from when I trained him at like level 38. So even if he has more stuff he can learn, like, I don't have the points to teach him yet. He gets a new growl at 40, I won't be able to afford it. Unless they give it to me for free, I guess. You know what I do need though? I need bullets. Let's grab some bullets. The empty quiver, probably not gonna have bullets. Let's just go to the general goods vendor.
What are you looking for? Light bless you.
And then out of curiosity, we'll take a look here. At the auction house, I want to check a few things. Could I actually sell my silk at all? Maybe. I mean, not quite a gold for a stack. I should probably sell what I have on my bank alt though. And then let's just check, like, cresting charm. How much money did I miss out on? Yeah, apparently I could have got a gold a piece for some of the charms. So yes, selling the charms on the auction house is a very good idea. Yeah, agreed. Farming the charms to sell in the auction house might not be a bad idea for a gold a piece. That's like pretty good. Can I get the new rank of Growl without having to have the training points for it? Because like I said, I don't have training points. So even if he learns a new rank of Growl, don't I still have to train it to him? I can check. Growl doesn't need training points. Okay, well that's good. Bill Ozzy, that's the worst, man. Yeah, running out of bullets or ammo in the middle of a dungeon. It's terrible. It's I think it almost happened to me on my Wrath Hunter. I jumped into an LFD run and realized, like, oh snap, like I'm out of bullets.
Great to meet you.
Nice. Yeah, and then all the other resistances that I cannot afford.
Safe travels.
My pet is not a high enough level yet. My pet is only level 39. So my pet has a little bit of growing up to do before he can learn the next rank of Growl. Yeah, I feel like retail hunters have it made. They never have to worry about ammo. They just shoot. Step 1, start shooting. Step 2, don't stop shooting. And they never have to worry about it. Yeah, that's true. In Wrath it stacks to 1,000. Yes. Yep, that's a good point.
Well met.
Like, you still have to buy it, but the amount of times you have to worry about it are much less.
Be careful.
I feel like I'd almost be better like running from Darkshire to do the water elementals, because the water elementals are all the way at the northern part of the zone. Yeah, it's not going to take me though. I clicked the button to see if it would let me off over here, but it's not even taking us through Darkshire, so I've already missed my opportunity at better planning. Yeah, see that they're right over here. We'd have been better to run from Darkshire. Although we could try to do some of this other stuff on the way to the north. Maybe check out the Singing Blue Crystal Shards. I don't recall if those drop from Basilisk or... No, those are the goblins. Oh yeah, okay. No, I know exactly where... This area is kind of a headache. At least it's been kind of a headache on every other character that I've taken through here. Maybe on the Hunter it'll be different. I feel like I have lesser bloodstone ore. I do have this. I should be able to take this dude's quest, Favor for Krasik, and just turn it right in. Yeah, okay, I have to find that guy. That's pretty cool. I must have mined it without thinking about it when we were in the cavern with the kobolds. The area is still pretty sketchy, even on the Hunter, Daniel? Yeah, it probably will be. I think they run pretty early, and they run pretty fast, and there's like a lot of them in a small area. That's what I recall. We also have this Bloodsail Buccaneers quest, which we're probably at level to do that as well. Where is Favor for Krasik? It's inside the building, I think. Somewhere.
Yo! Glad I could help.
Very nice.
Hurry back! Keep it real! Hurry back! Glad I could help! What's up? Keep it real! Time is money, friend! Hurry back! Keep it real!
Maybe we can do this one really fast. Check the cove to the north of Booty Bay along the Savage Coast and see what you find. My quest log is full. Yeah, I'm not very surprised. I'm gonna drop the elite stuff because if we are gonna do that, it's not gonna be now.
Time is money, friend!
I did not see this lady mage until like the very last minute. I'm convinced she just spawned in. Because we ran up and there was nobody there, and then suddenly she was right there. Yeah, we really need that next rank of growl, don't we? I hope our pet dings pretty soon. He's not even close. He needs about 19,000 experience still. And that's a good tip, Alex. I never realized we could see the pet's experience bar. I never even thought to look at it. That's pretty cool. It only works when the pet is out. That makes sense. We've got some problems. Let's kill this guy. No, if we can. Like, okay, let's kill this guy. No, he's not dead yet. Okay, he's somewhere. I don't know where he is. We have to bail out, basically. We need to bail. I don't even know if we killed that guy. I hope that we did, but I'm not sure. Let's come a little bit closer to the guards here, and well, maybe we just feign. No, we'll save feign death. We'll save it. Alright, obviously he's not very happy that we let him die. I hope we at least killed the one guy. I tabbed off of him and didn't see him go down, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to see if I can pull one of these guys back. But I'm gonna lay a trap in case things go haywire. Okay, I wanted to lay a trap. Apparently, I didn't lay the trap. I must not have pressed the right button. I'm not 100% sure what happened. Laying a trap was what I thought I had done. Didn't do it. These guys are a lot more dangerous than I originally gave them credit for. It would be really cool if I could train a couple things. Like if I can get him natural armor rank 6 and greater stamina rank 6, that would help out a lot, but we're just not getting any training points. I'm gonna loot this now just in case we have to run away. That's a good point. I always forget about disengage. I don't even have it keybound. I thought Pretty Boy Duncan was for a quest also, but maybe it's a quest that I pick up later? The girl inside the inn has a dagger I need from him. I didn't see that on my quest tracking at all. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to take another look, but I didn't see it and I still don't see it. care and have a good evening. See you next time.
Talk to me. Keep it real. Hurry back.
Oh, okay. It's a follow-up from the water elemental chain. Okay. So yeah, obviously I should have done that one first, but we'll get to it eventually. I don't mind killing him twice. He seemed like a jerk.
Peace, friend. Go in peace.
Interest you on the pint?
And now we have Up to Snuff and the Pirate Kill Quest.
Watch your back.
And I think we need like the charts, like a couple of items as well. So we could probably do this as well. I think first we'll go up here, we'll do the water elementals, we'll kill Pretty Boy Duncan again. And then we'll come over here to the coast. Yeah, he's a pretty boy. He's got to be a jerk. And he's a pirate, so it's kind of inevitable. But yeah, guys, that's what we'll do next time. I actually have a stop today at 2 o'clock, so I do have to go. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate the support. We'll be back on the Hunter tomorrow. I kind of want to focus... I think I want to focus on the Hunter on the streams for a while and see how far we can take this journey. So that is the plan. Hope to see you guys again tomorrow. Until then, take care of yourselves out in the real world and take care of each other. And we'll see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.